Hi there, welcome back to the archives. So I've been thinking, today is October 16th. I wanted to do some book shares. I haven't revisited the 18 Warriors and I'm gonna take this off. Sorry, I haven't revisited the 18. I don't know why I said 18. 36 warriors, queens, and intellectuals. I haven't revisited that this week. So once I do that, I'll get back on here and keep sharing some more. Um, I have tonight. I have my my last reading. No, not reading. Sorry, bear with me. It's late in the afternoon. Um, my brain is a little bit fried. Tonight I've been attending a writing group, a writing group for Black folks in the city here, and it's with the Writers Collective of Canada, and I think it was Somerset West Community Health Center. Um, so this is our last session, and it's got me thinking about writing and poetry. Specifically, yesterday I've been thinking about poetry the last few days because I've been writing more since I did the writing. Uh, since I did the writing workshops, groups, um, the book they gave me, I've been writing more in it. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a poet. Um, I don't even really know what poetry is, to be honest, if I'm being honest with you. Full disclosure. Like, again, I'm not trained in the arts, I don't have an MFA. I don't really remember. I remember learning about haiku. I saw somebody doing a haiku poem online yesterday, actually. Um, and I was also reading about haiku poems. Um, when I go back to this, because right now I'm on. I think this is who the cover art is supposed to be after. I ended with no. There was a there was a Japanese woman I learned about who did poetry. Lady Murasaki writes the first novel. So I'm gonna get into Lady Murasaki from Japan in one of my next videos. But she was really into writing and poetry, and um, the first novel in the entire world. Apparently, she was the one who wrote the first no- the first novel in the entire world on Earth, at least. So I've been thinking about poetry and stuff. And yesterday I saw, I guess there's a new show or a series or something, unknown number or something. I saw the post where people were showing the reactions of like their parents when it was revealed that, I guess, I don't know, I haven't seen the show, but I guess somebody was getting bullied and they investigated, and then the videos were the reveal of people seeing that it was the person's mom that was bullying her. And I was like, whew. For those who have grown up with mothers who were the antagonists, that could be really hard. And I was like, that person, I think it was like, I don't know, the thing was like Lauren, Kendra's mom. So I don't know who Lauren or Kendra is because I haven't seen the show. I was just watching the clips, but I'm like, that that kind of an experience where your own mother is your not only your first bully, but repeatedly like it's revealed that your mom was the one doing all the bullying. And then not only that, but apparently the mom was like crying and like, oh, I can't believe people are doing this to my daughter. I was thinking like that sort of healing, yes, you need therapy to get over that, but poetry is really good for that kind of healing. Like you really, really need poetry, at least in my opinion. So poetry for me is something that helps me get out a lot of the big stuff. I don't know I don't pay attention to rhymes. Most of the time when I'm writing quote unquote poetry, it's more um, autonomic writing. I just shut off and I just allow whatever I'm feeling the words to come to me. So it's not really premeditated, which is why I love the writing groups with the WCC because you get a writing prompt and then you have 10 minutes. We all have 10 minutes to write down whatever comes to us. And that's usually how I approach my poetry. Is this thing is on my heart, and I just write. Um, I just write. Sometimes I make it rhyme because I guess it needs to rhyme at times. So Gemini says poetry is a form of literary art that uses the aesthetic and rhythmic qualities of language to evolve meaning in addition to or in place of purely literal or surface level ones. See, I don't even, what did that sentence mean? Do you know what that meant? I don't know what that sentence meant, if I'm being honest with you. I did not comprehend that sentence. I read it, but I'm not comprehending because I still don't know what poetry means. Essentially, it is a way of using language in a concentrated and often musical manner to express a heightened sense of emotion, experience, or ideas. That's what I do. I just use I That's how I go to express my usually my emotions or experiences, right? Things that I can't really say to others, things I'm not sure how to process yet. Like I usually will go to it to kind of help process what it is that I'm feeling. Um, so I thought I would share poetry today. Again, it says, while it is difficult to give a single, all encompassing definition, here are the key aspects that define poetry. There's focus on aesthetics and sound, so rhymes and meter. Unlike prose, which is like regular paragraphs and sentences, poetry is often structured by sound patterns. It can range from strict repeating patterns of stressed and unstressed syllables. Um, Also, sound device, so poets deliberately use techniques like rhyme, um, which is like the end sounds, alliteration, repeated consonant sounds, and assonance, repeated vowel sounds, to create a musical quality of flow, which enhances the emotional effect. The economy of language, so concentrated meaning, line breaks and stanzas. I never understood line breaks or stanzas. When people write like songs, I don't know how songwriters do it. I'm like, what? How would I don't know. I'm not good with music. I stay away from music. Um, I was on the choir as a church girl, and like I never got solos. I was just my so I don't understand what that says. Use of figurative language, so imagery, metaphor, similes, um, symbolism, and then purpose and function. So poetry can serve many functions, like emotional expression, which is what I said I use it for, interpretation of life, which is also what I use it for, to capture the human experience, philosophical truths, memory and history. Um, in short, poetry is language pushed to its artistic and emotional limits, turning simple words into a carefully crafted experience for the reader. So I've been thinking about poetry, and I want to share some of my poetry books I have here. I don't have a lot. Ironically, I actually don't. Not that I don't like reading poetry, but I don't read a lot of poetry. And so as I'm working on a book of poetry myself, I've been revisiting. Ayura, what are you doing? Ayi, what are you doing? Um, I've been revisiting some poets. I just got from the library. Speaking of James Baldwin. I just picked this up from the library. James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. I've never read this, so I'm really excited to read this. Um, James Baldwin's groundbreaking novel about love and fear of love is set among the bohemian bars and nightclubs of 1950s Paris. David is a young American expatriate who has just proposed marriage to his girlfriend Hella. While she is away on a trip, David meets a bartender named Giovanni, to whom he is drawn in spite of himself. Soon the two are spending the night in Giovanni's curtainless room, which he keeps dark to protect their privacy. Speaking of which, I've been writing a lot of poetry to process down low men, ironically. Um, but Hella's return to Paris brings the affairs to a crisis, one that rapidly spirals into tragedy. Caught between his expressed desires and conventional morality, David struggles for self-knowledge during one long dark night, the night which is leading me to the most terrible morning of my life. With sharp, probing insight, Giovanni's room tells an impassioned, deep, moving story that lays bare the unspoken complexities of the human heart. So I am excited to start this one. Not poetry, but poetic. So I thought I would share that because I'm going to start this one. In terms of poetry books that I have here that I love, um, one of my favorite all time poets, I would say, where's Salt? This is one of my favorite books by Nayyirah Waheed. So Salt. Um, Again, sorry, it's late in the it's late. It's like 4 o'clock here, so the lighting. Again, you're gonna get what you get. Okay, we're not going for perfectionism. I just want to get this done before I head out. I love this book. I love this book so much. I don't remember when I got it. When did it come out? 2013. I think this was a gift. I think most of my poetry books were gifts. I don't remember who got this for me. Um, it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. There's no like introduction to it. Like there's no side thing where you could read it. It was only an ever love. So it's just a bunch of short poetries. Black women breathe flowers too, just because we are taught to grow them in the lining of our quiet, our grandmother's secret. Does not mean we do not swelter with wild tenderness. We soft swim, we pedal, we scent limbs, love. We just have been too long a garden for sharp and deadly teeth. So we have grown ourselves into greenhouses. This one's called Greenhouses. I just think it's just such a like she's such a beautiful poet, right? Like they write such beautiful, beautiful poetry. I found flaws. There's a aria. I found flaws and they were beautiful, ugly. Take the art, slice it from their skin, leave the color behind. This one's called Flower Crowns and Bob Marley T-shirts. So, Nayyirah Waheed. I also have Ijeoma Umebinyuo. Questions for Ada. Questions for Ada by Ijeoma. Ari, what are you doing? Aria? Okay. Um, this one I think this was a gift. This was also a gift. I think Kate and Douglas got me this one. She's mailed this one to me, I'm pretty sure. So this was a gift also. Questions for Ada by Ijeoma. We are writing for our mothers and their mothers. We are writing for our daughters and the daughters of our daughters. We are writing for our ancestors and generations to come. Again, same sort of just like short poetries with the titles. I'm also paying attention to how people write their put together their book of poetry too, right? Because I'm trying to see what that looks like and how to study it. Confessions. Mother, I have passed inside me. I did not bury properly. Some nights your daughter tears herself apart, yet heals in the morning. Let's pick one more. Your woman. She said to her lover, I know outside feels like every ink the universe used to paint your skin is a mistake, but these thick thighs and these full lips still knows you. She said to her lover, I know they have tried to break the man away from you, calling you everything but human. I am your whole. I stood with you through centuries. I will not leave now. Bring your body, bring your bloody knuckles. I will wash them, yet heat the furnace for us to fight again. I will guard you on days when you know your manhood needs to feel its softness. She said, these legs will carry you home, will feed you, and will sing you songs of freedom. Not these legs. No, I'm over the male species at the moment, so don't count on me. But yeah, Ijeoma also a really good poet. I really love this book. I love their poetry as well too. You did not survive all the demons, all the pain, all the heartbreaks to become another soul's darkness. You did not carry yourself away from pain to become pain itself. A little kinder, darling. A little softer, sweetheart. So this is another poetry book I love. And then lastly, I wanted to share my Angelou letters to my daughter. I also really, 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 really love this book. Um, so for the world of devoted readers, a much awaited new volume of absorbing stories and inspirational wisdom from one of our best loved writers, dedicated to the daughter she never had but sees all around her. Letters to My Daughter reveals Maya Angelou's path to living well and living a life with meaning. Told in her own imitable style, this book transcends genres and categories. It's part guidebook, part memoir, part poetry, and pure delight. Here, in short, spellbinding essays are glimpses of the tumultuous life that led Angelou to an exalted place in American letters and taught her lessons in compassion and fortitude. How she was brought up by her indomitable grandmother in segregated Arkansas, taken in at 13 by her more worldly and less religious mother, and grew up to be an awkward 6 foot tall teenager whose first experience of loveless sex paradoxically left her with her greatest gift, a son. Whether she is recalling lost friends such as Coretta Scott King and Ossie Davis, extolling honesty, decrying vulgarity, explaining why becoming a Christian is a lifelong endeavor, or simply singing the praises of a meal of red rice, Maya Angelou writes with the heart of millions of from the heart of millions of women she considers her extended family. Like the rest of her remarkable work, Letters to My Daughter entertains and teaches. It is a book to cherish, savor, reread, and share. I reread it often. I gave birth to one child, a son, but I have thousands of daughters. You are black and white, Jewish and Muslim, Asian, Spanish speaking, Native American, and Alouette. You are fat and thin and pretty and plain, gay and straight, educated and unlettered, and I am speaking to you all. Here is my offering to you. May she rest in peace. Gorgeous, beautiful soul. I love, I love, 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 love. Let me see, I wrote something in line. I'll just share. The human heart is so delicate and sensitive that it always needs some tangible encouragement to prevent it from faltering in its labor. The human heart is so robust, so tough, that once encouraged, it beats its rhythm with a loud, unswerving insistency. One thing that encourages the heart is music. Give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry remarked. This is Patrick Henry's son. You okay? So yeah, I just wanted to share some poetry today. Um, how do you define poetry? What is poetry to you? Um, who are your favorite poets? Do you write poetry? Have you ever written a book of poetry? What's your favorite book of poetry? So right now I'm working on a book of poetry and art, and it's called Konkonsa. You guys can't even say Sankofa. It's the end of the year. One year, okay, why? Aww. Look at Miss Grace Quace Arcton. It's my grandmother's sister. This is a bookmark I just found in Questions for Ada. Anyways, wow. Okay, girl. She was like, I just found this bookmark. I was talking about my family. Sister Penny, Auntie Grace, mother to all. Anyways, this is people were really born in 1924, right? Sorry, I got distracted. Um I'm just gonna share where the bookmark was actually before I go. It's 20 minutes. It was on the page 102 and 103. I beat my heart till it became unconscious last night. This morning my mother showed me our scars, multiple wounds on her body. Hmm. That night, little girl slept with a machete. When the madame walked in, she screamed at the sight of her husband, with his trousers down on his knees, half naked, dead, beside little girl. So this was the page that the bookmark was on. And on that note, sorry for no trigger warning. I didn't think I would read that, but so questions for Ada. My Angelou letters to my daughter and salt. Okay. Oh, and also Giovanni's room. I'll come back to do a book share on Giovanni's room once I've read it. Sorry for being, this is how it is sometimes. I'm exhausted. But have a good day. Until next time, in solidarity.